All right, so let's take a look at this first clip here, right? So
Mhm.
I think the only words I can use is pure feeding. Like
Pure
he
beat.
just takes, yeah, he just takes full damage from all of Gyro's skills, right? Like he could have just ran to the right side of the wave and like shared the rocket barrage with the creeps. Nope, he's gonna tank the whole thing.
All right, so he sees the first missile land, right? So obviously he knows this is, the range is around like here. He could walk to the left out the range, right? But he takes full damage and ends up just feeding. Level 4, level 6. And he buys back, right? He buys back. Now, is this buyback justified? Probably not, because although he ends up getting this wave, right? He doesn't see Kuroki. He has no information that Weaver's not pulling here, right? So, he would actually... He doesn't know how much creeps he would be getting, right? If Weaver pulls, he would only get like these 2 creeps. So, I'd say it's a baby rage. I feel like their psychologist needs to take a look into this. Okay, here Nigma goes on a smoke gank into the dire triangle and finds TB. And GH misses roll and silence. Yuragi ends up getting the swap off and Nigma loses the fight.
Alright, like, this play is such a bad play. I think it's like one of the worst ones in the series.
Yeah, it's watching the slow-mo.
It's not even a hard silence, right? Right? It's not even a hard silence. Like, he literally silenced like right on top of himself, which is like a big mistake. And then he misses 2 rolls here. The rolls are pretty hard, so that's fine. But the silence is the main thing, right? Because TB gets ult off and then they all die because of this. Alright, so right here, OG decides to get rolled after Invoker, right? And, ILTW actually makes a big mistake here. He just takes damage from all the skills before he BKBs, and then after he BKBs, he just dies from auto attacks, right? So, this is such a big misplay.
Right, he dies from a melee form TB.
Right.
Alright, guys, let's watch that again. Classic, I let them win. Over here, gets Astral Stepped by BZM, decides not to open BKB. Just open your BKB, go in and take care of Yuragi, right? If TB loses Aegis right here in the pit, I think there's a pretty big chance Nigma might actually win the fight, right? Now, technically, OG is still stronger, I feel like, but as you can see, Amara is basically AFK, he's not doing anything, so I feel like Nigma actually has a chance. You should let them win.
Right. So, right here, right, Invoker goes on Clockwork TPs to gank TA, right? It's pretty good gank and all.
Nice
but right here, TA makes such a big mistake. Like, he has Magic Stick, right? He has Fairy Fire, right? He sees Clockwork use the Rocket Flare, and he doesn't use anything, right? He just dies. Like, this is such a bad play.
He has Magic Stick and Fairy Fire. I thought he only had Magic Stick. Okay, so there's 2, right?
Right, and he sees like Clockwork's animation, right? Like, he has so much time to use it.
Right, I think like GH turns around here, is like, oh, I'm gonna rocket you. Doesn't use anything.
Right.
I mean, if you have 2 items, at least you get like 1 off, right? Like, you can't misclick both of them. Okay, so we're gonna look at a gank on BZM. So over here, right, Nigma actually smoked right under a ward, Radiant Ward. Boom, smoke, right? And if you look at the pings, Enchantress actually pings it out for TA.
And
right?
over. Yeah.
Yeah, and so... But somehow he still gets ganked. He still gets ganked.
Dude,
what's happening?
Dude, what is this? Like, this is like the only path they're gonna take, right? Of course they're gonna walk here and then walk upwards to get Mars if there's no one to try. Like, what's he expecting? Like, even if you're trying to argue that he's trying to break smoke or something, they have a Quaswex Invoker. Like, where's he running to?
Right, I think he's trying to break smoke, right?
Right, even if it's like that, like, right, they have Clockwork that has Rocket Flare to give vision, right, when smoke breaks, and then they have Quaswex Invoker with the super far range, like Tornado. Like, how's he gonna run away after he breaks the smoke? It just doesn't make any sense. Both his supports ping it for him, and then he still gets caught. Like, hello? So right here, OG decide to push, right, and they initiate on Medusa. Like, he gets stunned the whole time, sure, and then after everybody's already running, he ultis for what? Like, it doesn't even slow them for that. You know how Medusa's ulti slows them, right? You know how Medusa's ulti slows if you look at it for a second?
Everybody is running away, right? When everybody's running. Like, why does he ult right now? That's kind of weird, right?
You know that doesn't hit a single person, because if they even looked at him slightly, they would have been slowed. Not a single, they just all ran, right? And this is a VS's illusion, so that doesn't count. But like, all the other 3 are just running away. Like, why is he ulting?
I think at this point, ILTW is just like testing it out, trial and error, Like, he probably didn't read the patch notes, and he's just banking on maybe Stone Gates got reworked or something. I don't know, like why else would he ulti there? So weird.
I have no idea, dude. Like everyone's already running.
Just wasted.
Alright, so right here, they're having like one of the last fights, right? And Medusa just walks in, doesn't do anything, right? Like, this is... What is this? Like, he just gets stunned, he has Manta, he doesn't use it. Then Mars blinks over and spears him while he doesn't Manta again. He tries to ult instead and just dies, right? Like, he's the carried Medusa that's been...
100k net worth, 0 damage.
Right, like, he... Like, that, what is he thinking? There's like 3 stuns on the enemy team. They can combo stun him for like, at least like,
Right,
until
so
VS's stun is back up
Manta
again,
dodge
right?
there, right? And then you're saying
Right.
that he could have dodged his spear as well.
Right, like, he tries to ulti instead, but instead of Manta, he just still gets speared. Like, it would have even been better for him to just open ulti and run down, right? Because they have 3 stuns, like, they can just chain stun him non-stop. And then, this game, I don't know, man, like, this